So the first time you ever taste ice cream, oh, this tastes nice. This tastes a bit different. This is really interesting. I like this. Suddenly there's an imprint on the mind. Ice cream, good. So why do we seek? If we know all this, yeah, this is all obvious stuff. We know that Ferraris and houses won't give us lasting fulfillment. Why do we seek?
Because we're not, we're suffering, because we're not happy, so we seek.
Exactly. We seek, we feel unfulfilled. Yeah. And we look for fulfillment in objects. Right?
It's like a vicious cycle.
It's a vicious cycle. You seen how this works?
The suffering is a catalyst.
The suffering, you're used to looking at objects. See, normally people think of two types of objects. You've got outward objects, and then you seek inward objects. See, the outward objects are the gross objects. The inner objects are the subtle objects. They're both outer. They're both outward objects. They're both materialistic things. The only reason you seek a gross object is because of the way it makes you feel. Yeah, people aren't seeking a Ferrari because it's made of metal. They're seeking a Ferrari because of the way it makes them feel inside. So what they're really seeking is the pleasure. Maybe the pleasure of having a certain status that's associated with having a Ferrari. Or the physical pleasure of sitting inside that Ferrari, which is actually mental. So why do we seek? We seek because we don't feel fulfilled. And we're looking for fulfillment. And even when you know all this stuff, you still seek because of what we call the Vasanas. Does anyone remember what Vasanas are? It's a Sanskrit word.
The cravings, no? The cravings?
Yeah, basically. It's the habitual tendencies. Habitual tendencies. So the first...
No, I'm just thinking, habitual tendencies are the vasanas.
Vasanas are habitual tendencies. Well, it depends how complex you want to make it. The technical definition of a vasana is the imprint on the mind. The imprints on the mind that form habitual tendencies. So the first time you ever taste ice cream, oh, this tastes nice. This tastes a bit different. This is really interesting. I like this. Suddenly there's an imprint on the mind. Ice cream, good. That's your vasana. Because it's ice cream good, that's a positive vasana. If you didn't like ice cream the first time you had it, it would be ice cream bad. Yeah? That would be a negative vasana. Say it's a positive vasana for ice cream. Then what happens? From that imprint, you then develop, next time you go past an ice cream, you go, oh, I remember that. I want some more of that. So you get the craving for the positive. So then so it's basically, usually when people say vasanas, they mean the craving. So, but there's the imprint side of it as well, like the memory. And it's not conscious, it's not always conscious. So if you were bitten by a dog as a child, say, you might have a negative vasana for dogs. So even if you get all these teachings, that momentum of the vasanas is going on, whether you like it or not. You might be free, and then you see the dog, you go, I hate dogs, because that's what you've been reacting and doing for the last 20, 30 years of your life, since you were bitten by a dog, you see. So even if you see all this stuff, those vasanas are still there, creating problems, making you suffer. So this teaching is not only there so you can understand the freedom, but also there has to be some kind of teaching to to remove those negative vasanas as well, or the destructive vasanas, I should say. Not negative vasanas, because the destructive vasanas are often positive